My name is Zuby Onwuta. I hail from Onitsha in Anambra State, Nigeria. I immigrated to the United States in '95, and when I got there, I decided to study medicine. I felt that it was a very good place to embark on something very challenging since they have access to cutting-edge technology. Unfortunately, I was diagnosed with Stargardt's macular dystrophy. It's a form of macular degeneration. So that both ended my aspirations for medicine, and also that got me a medical discharge from the US Army. And so I settled for something with much shorter length of time in studying, which was computer engineering. So my journey led me to this point, being that I did have aspirations to study medicine, being that I did train as an engineer, and also being that I became legally blind. I threw myself into researching not only to understand the root causes of some conditions of macular degeneration, but also now using my engineering background, which was all about solving problems, looking for ways to solve these challenges, looking for ways to make life easy and convenient for people who have this condition. So let me walk you through ThinkNZoom. In its current state, it's a proprietary software application that runs on Google Glass. In a nutshell, ThinkNZoom allows you to see better by just thinking. The idea behind it is that people who do not have visual impairment, all they have to do to see is look. So I thought of a way to mimic the natural way of seeing, where you now have to look, magnify things by focusing, and this is now driving visual magnification. The app currently runs on Google Glass, and it listens to EEG focus coming out from your brainwaves. So the application will listen for the focus signal, and then it will perform magnification on Google Glass. But this is just a prototype. In the long run, ThinkNZoom is poised to be a revolutionary wearable technology that attempts to address various daily living situations that visually impaired people will face. For example, when you put it on, there are proposed features where it will enable you to simply use predefined motions, like you're looking at a piece of text and you can just pinch and zoom, and the surface where you just zoomed over with your fingers will be magnified. Or you can even pipe whatever you're looking at, if it's text, through technology like object character recognition, and you can just simply put on earbuds and you listen to, like if it's confidential information and you just want to listen to it. So what I'm holding in my hand is called an EEG reader, and this sensor here is the reader. So this model is able to detect both your focus or concentration level, or also your meditation level. For all of the ThinkNZoom projects, we're harnessing the focus level, and this just clips to your ear as ground. And then there's also a mechanism to detect if your environment is loud, like let's say a social gathering, where it will be difficult for you to use focus, and so it will switch off the focus, and then you can start using motion to do things, either zooming or listening. And if you're in a library where it's quiet, it will turn off the motion sensors, and you can start using your EEG sensors, and you can now think to magnify or to listen. So that's the end goal. Currently, we're also trying to embark on a research to answer the question, is EEG a piece of technology that will be sustainable for daily use? Particularly when you're talking about vision and visual impairment, you use your eyes about 16 hours a day. We want to make sure that you can use your focus several hours a day. And so towards that end, we've developed a game under the Think Game series called Kenti. Kenti is, on one hand, a game that you can play with an EEG reader. You simply focus and you're playing a game. But on the other hand, it's a research tool. You can see the bird it's moving, and it's hands-free. So that is the technology behind Think and Zoom. Hands-free visual magnification, where you don't have to rely on holding a magnifier or holding a handheld or holding or pressing anything. It's just you look, you think, and you see better. So right now I'm using it to play a game. And like I explained, that Kenti is also a research tool. You can see some of the pieces of information we're trying to collect. Your focus peak, your focus average, the length of time it took you to first move the bird or latency, and also the time it took you to play the game. Because informally, when people play the game, they all measure differently. Some people, it takes them a very long time to play the game, and some people, it takes them a short time. So that's why we're trying to conduct this research.